Welcome to the training session of Requisition. So let us log in as a recruiter role with a permitted user ID and password. After login successfully, you can see the requisition module. Under requisition module, there are three types of subtabs: new requisition, my requisition list, and master requisition list. So let us start with new requisition. Under new requisition, there are two types of requisition to create a new requisition. You can create a new requisition by using a blank requisition. Also, you can create a new requisition from my requisition library. It is nothing but it will help you to create a new requisition using a existing requisition template. For example, now I'll create a new requisition by using a blank requisition. So in this way you can see this is a blank requisition you have to create. Now select the mandatory field first, select the position, now this is the organization chart pop-up. Now select the position from your organization pop-up. Let's select construction manager. After selecting the position, you can see the organization structure, that is title, job title, department, project, BU, country, SPG is reflect automatically. Now give the number of openings, start date. You can mention the start date or click the checkbox of ASAP. Give the experience, the employment type, the requisition requirement, what your requirement is, as whether a direct or deputy employee. You will also notice that after selecting the position, the job location, that is the address, is also reflect automatically. It is nothing but it is the address which you give to the project. Then select the functional area. Select the job industry. Education. And salary requirement. For example, I'll give salary requirement will be 500 to 1500 USD. Visa status, nationality allowed. You can also select more than one for education. For example, I'll select bachelor's degree and by holding the control button, I'll select one more education, that is bachelor degree plus diploma or higher graduate diploma. And here over here nationality allowed, I'll select plus Indian also. And save. Now my requisition that is basic information of the requisition which we need is saved successfully. Now our next step will be to add some description, that is a job description of the requirement. Okay, and then save it. The next step, hiring metrics, will help you to set some hiring metrics to get the applicants from the ATS. This is because the SRR part will run according on the basis of this hiring metrics. For example, job title, it's automatically gets selected, auto selected as construction manager. Education, for example, I have select 3 types of education, so it get auto selected. Years of experience, salary and location, this all category field auto selected. Now your step will be to give some technical keywords which we required for to get a good candidate. As you have seen that I have set some technical keywords to get a proper right candidate for the proper position. Then save. You can also change the scores of each and every category. So now our next step will be the workflow. As you can see in the workflow, there is requisition management team and publish option. Now you have to assign this requisition to any your requisition team. For example, search the team from here and add. Now it will automatically get assigned to this requisition team. So in this way you can add your team in the requisition. Our next step will be, see, as you can see, there is system recommended resumes, that is SRR. If you want system recommended resumes for this requisition, then click the radio button, yes. Then within 24 hours, within 24 hours, you can see that under the requisition in the pre-select, the candidates will get added in this requisition. Select the onboarding process then. As I am creating the requisition for executive, I'll select the onboarding process for executive. Please don't forget, under the workflow tab, it's very important to add the requisition team and the onboarding process. Then also you can select the job sites which you want to publish your requisition on your job sites. Then save draft. So now the requisition is saved successfully, but it is saved as draft. As of, you can see external preview. In this way you can see your requisition whether all the fields have filled properly or not. After that, go to publish now. Publish now will help you to view the requisitions under master requisition list. Master requisition list as a status open. So this is the requisition you have created. You can see under the master requisition list, the job ID, the position, the city and state, it means the project location, number of openings required, then pre-selected, final hire, status will be open as you have published the requisition now, so it will be status as open. Then the team you have selected for the under the requisition will be gets reflected over here. So in this way, you can also see the same requisition in your My Requisition list. My Requisition list will help you to see the requisition which you have created by yourself and the requisition you have assigned. And Master Requisition list will help you to see the list of requisitions of overall under the system. So this way you can see the requisition list and My Requisition list and new requisition, how to create a new requisition. So now I will go to ATS. From ATS I'll go to master applicant list so that I can add some candidates under this requisition. So now I'll search some candidate under this master applicant list related to construction manager, and now I'll add this candidate. Select the candidate you want for the requisition. After adding, you can see the requisition list comes here. As of your construction manager is the requisition ID is 45. Select the requisition ID and add. Now I have select 5 applicants under the requisition construction manager. Now again I'll go to requisition master requisition list to view the selected candidates. As you can see that under the pre-selected column I have selected 5 candidates. So let us click on the requisition overview to view the candidates. Pre-selected. So under the pre-selected tab you can see there is a level, move to level 1. Okay, and submit to manager, broadcast requisition, and also you can select this candidate for your hotlist. So now I'll see the candidate overview. If the candidate suits for this requisition for the requirement, then I'll submit the CV to the manager. That is, I'll go to submit to manager. I'll select 3 candidates and click the link submit to manager. Submit to manager means to send the email to the manager so that we can move for the next step. Here you can also add, if you wanted to add other requisition team or another manager. Now let's try and CC to one team. You can also select the template. You are having master templates. Send email to line manager. Then you can select all what of the fields you want to send to your manager. Also, there is a way to attach a file from your system. Now go to preview. So after preview, in this way you can see the preview, and if you want, you can make the changes again. Close the tab, make the necessary changes. If you want more additional things, you can add, or send these resumes to the manager. So this was a submit resumes to manager. Now again go to requisition overview. Under pre-selected, now my next step will be, as I have sent the resumes to manager, the manager gets approved and set up the interview. So my next step will be to move the candidates to level 1. One thing, let me tell you, you can see the broadcast requisition button. Broadcast requisition button will help you to broadcast a requisition, to publish your requisition to the candidates. It is nothing but it will be help you to send the email to inform the candidates about the openings. So until level 1, as the resumes are good for the requirement of the requisition, now I'll schedule the interview of this candidate. Now let us set up schedule. As I can see that this candidate is interested, his profiles also gets matched to the requisition, then I'll set up a schedule with the manager. Select the mandatory field. As you can see, the job posting is come by auto selected. Now select the interviews to for the interview. As of now, I have selected both the interviewers. Interview type, maybe let's select phone, telephonic interview. Interview level will be always as level 1. Appointment title, type the appointment title. Location will be the interview location. So let's give the interview location, and then the timing schedule of the interview. And then if you wanted to send this interview schedule to your managers by mail, then select the radio button of send email now. And if you want, you can also preview. So this will be the preview of the interview schedule. If it is okay, then select the save. So now we have select the candidate and set up the schedule, and now close the tab. As you can see that under this requisition, the candidate level 1 interview timing has been set up. Now if you can see interview report, if you wanted to see, after interview report will helps you to give the feedback from the interviewers about the candidate after taking an interview. So this is the overview of the interview report page. Select the requisition status. That will be your feedback whether the candidate is failed, in process, or successful. It is a mandatory step. And the next step will be to upload the IF document of the candidate and attach, as this is a mandatory step. Select the IF document from the system. Then attach it. It will be get attached over here. And then you can see the interview date is reflected, and then recommend the candidate. As you can see that the recommendation point will be from 1 to 6. So recommend is, we have recommend as 5. Then give the remarks to the candidate about the interview status, how good the candidate is. And then save it. Now this interview report gets saved. If you want to see, refresh the page. As you can see, the level 1 interview and the interview report. From the interview report we get the IF document. The overall recommendation is 8 as we have selected, and interviewer was Mr. Jobson Anthony, and the notes where I have written will be very good candidate and hired successfully. It will be automatically gets reflected here. So in this way, under requisition, we have created the requisition. We have select the candidate from the 8 years to the requisition, so that it gets pre-selected. It gets reflected to pre-selected column, and then from pre-selected, we have submit the resumes to the manager. After we get approval from the manager, we have scheduled the interview. We have the interview report page, and then our next step will be finalist. Then move the candidate to the final hire. To check the candidate, go to the final list. Now from here, it will help you to create a offer letter of the candidate. So this is the requisition overview page. Under this requisition overview, we have view the requisition. We have go to the pre-selected list. We have moved the candidates from pre-selected to level 1, and if the candidates get selected, then we'll move to the from level 1 to finalist. So in this way, the requisition module will help you to create a new requisition, to add a candidate to the requisition, and it will also help you to create a requisition by 2 ways. And there are 2 types of requisition we can create new, by using a blank requisition and by using a existing requisition. So this was the requisition module. Thank you.